with your head held high. Keep on talking like you heard it from the sky. We ain't gonna let them bring us down. You know we come too far to give up now. The chosen people bear the hardest load. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, you know. We give them thanks cause we got so. Baby, shake it off and let those good times roll. And let's party. Oh, people come together. Forget about the troubles of the world. Shake it off and let the good times roll. Shine your light and shine your light. Oh, baby, shine your light and shine your light. Oh, honey, shine your light. Brilha tu luz. Oh, baby, brilha tu luz. Oh, honey, brilha tu luz. Hey, brilha tu luz. Oh, a child is born with no state of mind, raised up in this ghetto life. 3 strikes, got daddy doing time. Feel like we was born under a red sign. Those crooked cops that shoot your kids right in the back. Raid my grandmama's house, she had a heart attack. And when black girls go missing, they never look for that. This ain't nowhere to live, but hey, with every eye, always feeling like we falling on some bad times. But we still party. We forget about the troubles of the world. Oh, too much hard times will hurt your pride. And the ones that you love don't ever do you right. I keep on living with my head high. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna shine my light. I'ma stand on my feet if I have to try. I'll never live on my knees to pacify. People, don't you have no fear tonight. See, God's children will promise everlasting life. Oh, people come together. Forget about the troubles of the world. And let those good times roll. Hey, baby, let those good times roll. Feels good to let the good times roll. It feels so good to be alive. Oh, baby, so shine your light, shine your light, shine your light. So shine your light, 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 shine your light. Thank you.
All right, there you go, there you go. Walk over this side, girl.
Woohoo! Come shine that light over here.
Shine your light right here. That's the voice you heard a while ago is actually Maimouna Youssef, right? That's the name. And Maimouna, my goodness. And of course, in with us is none other than our friend, dear to us, always here with us, Nutella. What's your name? Oh my goodness, man.
All right.
But I'll tell you what.
Got it.
It's so nice to have you guys in. Welcome and celebrate with us, of course, on this Thursday. How is it like for you? That's a wonderful song. You could sing the hell out of a Go Felix, girl.
Thank you so
How
much.
is it for you? We got to understand you a Grammy nominee as well.
Yes.
You have got big things going on.
Thank you. Working on it.
Yeah.
constant grind. Yeah,
Your
we
first
work
time in
hard.
Belize?
It is my first time.
What's your thoughts?
Well, I mean, we just got here last night. Just beautiful, just seeing the ocean and everything. I'm just really looking forward to the celebrations. I can't wait to dance and just have a good time. We came here at a good time.
Yeah. And we gave you a great preview this morning as to all that you're gonna have.
Oh wow, wonderful.
But let's talk about a bit about your career. Of course, you also have the other performers that are here with you. Let's get an intro. So since we saw their faces already, go ahead and tell us
we
who
have
we're seeing.
A.D. Harmon on vocals right there. We have John Pollard on guitar and Jabari Exum on djembe drum.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk a bit about your career. You write your own songs.
I do.
Yeah. And At what point did you move into songwriting, from songwriting into performing?
I think performing actually came first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my mom's a singer, and my grandmother's a singer, so I kind of was like brought up in
Pride
it.
into
Family of
it.
singers.
Yeah, exactly. But when I was younger, I would do more. My mom's Native American, so I would do more traditional Native songs
Yeah.
and African songs as well. Just the environment that we grew up in, it was just very mixed cultures. So I learned a lot of African songs and Native American songs, a lot of gospel songs, and jazz when I was younger. So I started kind of doing covers or traditional songs, and then maybe when I was, I don't know. I mean, I guess I was trying
Always
to write from the
writing.
time I was small. Yeah, but like I recorded my first album when I was 17.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. So let's to expand on this. Can you tell us about some of the artists, or probably some of the artists that you've been working along with,
Yeah.
besides yourself being that you're a songwriter and a performer? Some of the people you've worked along with.
Well, probably most recently I worked with Common. I'm a part of his band.
Okay.
I've also toured and recorded with The Roots. I don't know if you're familiar with the Congolese group called Zap Mama. It's a cappella group. I've toured and performed with them. I've written for a lot of artists, for Vanessa Hudgens from High School Musical, for Glenn Lewis with DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Playlist Project.
Jazz.
Yeah, so I've worked with a lot of artists. Who else? I mean, Queen Latifah, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, Music Soul Child. I recently got to perform with Sting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Classic.
So yeah, it's been a good journey.
Now, let's move over to Natella for a minute just to talk about the American Music Abroad program.
Thank you, Marlene. Thank you guys for having us here. Maimouna, Youssef, and friends are brought here not just by the U.S. Embassy, but through American Music Abroad program, State Department's program, and they're here as part of their regional tour. They've already been to Mexico, they've been to Nicaragua, Honduras, and here they are. They're finishing their Central American tour with Belize, saving best for last.
You know, you have been, Natilla, above and beyond in providing to the country the flavors of course, of America. How do you keep up with it, and how did you catch up with them?
Well, we have a really good team at the embassy and with our State Department colleagues, and so it's really teamwork. That's what enables us to do this. And through this teamwork, we're able to emphasize our themes that we work on with the government and people of Belize. Of course, the main three areas of our focus: the citizen security, governance, good governance, democracy, and economic prosperity. And I think everything that these guys sing about and dance about really falls into these themes. You know, it's anti-gender-based violence, women's empowerment, youth empowerment, diversity, tolerance, and just celebrating life and celebrating each other, celebrating friendships. And happy Garif and the Settlement Day.
Of
Yeah.
course,
This is why they're here.
Yeah. So tell us a bit about what the tour has been like so far. Do you speak Spanish? You were in Central America.
We were learning.
Okay. What did you learn?
Poquito, solo poquito.
Bueno.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, in school, all of us have taken Spanish in school,
Yeah.
but have never had to really use it at home that much. So it was, we were thrown into it, but it was beautiful. I mean, like one of our songs, Shine Your Light, like we added Brilla Tu Luz into it to get the audience involved. We did a Selena cover. We learned a Nicaraguan song as well while we were there. So we kind of just, we rolled with the punches and figured it out along the way. So it was enjoyable. I've had an amazing time.
And what was the reception like?
Oh, it was incredible. It was incredible. Sold out shows and just totally engulfed. Just really well received, and it was exciting because I didn't really know what to expect. And a lot of times we didn't always have translation, but I think they felt the spirit of where we're coming from, because just on a human level, that's the powerful thing about music. It transcends language barriers and cultural barriers. It's really about the human spirit connecting with each other, and that definitely happened. We made that connection.
Connection is one of the things that I always stick out for everybody, because we're all connected through somewhere or the other.
Yeah.
Now your Central American tour, learning Spanish. There, now you're in Belize. One of the biggest language here besides Spanish is Garifuna. Now, one of the things I wanted to know, following your Central American tour with your band, what do you hope to take back to America?
You know, I feel like a lot of the perceptions that we have about each other, or maybe a culture that you may not know that much about, we just don't have the correct perceptions. I really would like to bring home just that we're so similar, no matter how different we are, we're all dealing with some of the same issues. Because even dealing with the anti-gender-based violence, you know, we had a group of youth and we were talking to them, and they're saying, well, this is a problem for us. And I'm saying, like, it's a problem everywhere. You know, the same issues that you're dealing with, I can talk to you about it because I know where you're coming from. And we've never met before. Our communities look different. They're in different places, but we're still dealing with some of the same struggles that stem from the same root.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, a very large part of our message has to do with just self-awareness, self-love, self-esteem, because when you feel grounded and you feel strong inside, you're able to give more to your families, to your communities, you know, at large. So I would just like to just take that back with me, even for Honduras, right? A lot of people were warning us, like, it might be really dangerous and this and the third. We had the most incredible time in Honduras. And just to really show people, like, everything is not a statistic that you read, you know, online or on the news. Like, they are humans who are, like, bright and beautiful, and they just want the same things that we all want. So I'm happy to bring in. Actually, we're gonna go back and do an initiative, record an album. Oh well, see you later. We're gonna record a project with some of the youth that we work with in Honduras, just helping them to redefine how the world sees them. Yeah.
You know, I think it's definitely a dual experience. You are taking your music with your very specific message out into the world, and you're also hearing and seeing and engaging in the differences and the similarities and challenges. What do you think? Do you see reflections being made out of this experience into your music?
Absolutely.
Or even in the sounds that you've heard when you went through Central America?
I can't wait to do a merengue joint. Like, I really can't. I had so much fun. Like, we went to all of these different clubs and just listened to some of the local musicians. And even in Honduras, I think it was in Honduras, with some of the Garifuna community.
Yeah.
We had a jam session. They came out. And I'm like, all right, well, you know, play me some of your music, because I wasn't familiar with their culture, with their music before we did this tour. So that's like, I mean, my eyes opened up. I didn't even know that music existed and what it sounded like, and it's so dope, you know. So it was just really fun being able to, we played jam some of our music and they jammed some of their music, and just that kind of cultural exchange. You know, it just doesn't happen. I mean, I've been touring for 10 years. I've never had that experience, because we don't get to go to those kinds of places where you're able to really, really connect with the people, you know.
But what made you want to even venture off? And, you know, just listening to what you said, you know, not having the thought that this even exists.
Yeah.
You know, I could actually hear your voice on a parranda beat over the weekend when you head on down south. You know, so we could hear that. But what made you want to venture off into Central America? What?
Well, I feel like I wanted an experience. For me, sometimes music is isolated to, you know, just a huge venue or just to the radio. And as artists, we get focused on making money and the hustle and trying to get on top 40 and get a billboard. But I just wanted to have an experience. You know, I've been all over the world, and sometimes I only get to see the hotel and the venue. I don't even get to know, I don't get to walk the streets and talk to people, see how they doing, what you feeling, what you thinking about. And that's one of the reasons why I applied to do American Music Abroad, because I just wanted to have an experience, and we were completely just engulfed in a whole nother world, you know, just like head first. And it's been great, you know, like, there's no other way I could have had this kind of experience. Yeah, and I'm definitely coming back.
Oh, that's great. And you know, can I tell you, I don't know if it's coincidence, I don't know if it's timing, but you really came on one of the most festive weekends and going into the thick of things as well.
It's not a coincidence.
Yeah, so Natalia, I was going to ask.
No, it's not a coincidence. We're very thrilled that this actually worked out.
Yeah.
Because, as you can imagine, as part of a regional tour, it was not a given that this would actually coincide, but it happened.
Yeah.
So we have a full program. So Head First continues
Yeah.
for Maimouna and friends here in Belize tonight.
Okay.
Invite everyone to come out. It's a free show. The Bliss Center, 7 p.m. And everything, all the shows that we have are free. Tickets, please check with U.S. Embassy Facebook,
Facebook
connect through Facebook page with us. Also, I know you guys have some tickets, and there's some tickets still at the Bliss, so there's no excuse to not come out. And the Maroons will open the show this evening. Also, tomorrow we'll be heading down to Dangriga to start participating in the festivities.
Oh my gosh.
We'll be at the Ecumenical High School for their cultural day.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday's all about Dangriga. Will be about 7:30 p.m. down on the street there, downtown Dangriga. And then Sunday we'll be in Hopkins. So if you can't catch us here or in Dangriga, Hopkins, right outside of the Holy Family Church.
Okay.
Yes, they're on the beach.
That's a beachside venue.
beachside
I can't
venue.
wait.
Yes.
And the youth, like being able to work with kids and just see the impact, you know, that's being made when they really connect with you and they can see where you're coming from. And they know that you come from struggle too, you know, like they think that, like, yeah, you know, just to be able to connect with kids and let them know that even in the States, you know, people are struggling too. It's poverty there too. And to know that you can come from poverty, you can come from hard times, and you can still uplift your community. You know, you can be the shining light that your whole community is betting on, and really change the way you're seen and the way you are interacting. And so that means so much to me. Like the kids have been incredible in the entire tour. I just love them so much.
They're gonna love you.
And we're about to go out to St. John's College today, and then tomorrow we'll be at the Samuel Haynes Institute. So
You do have
all sorts of kids.
Yeah, we do.
Maimouna, we heard about what you were taking away from the experience, but when you embarked on this journey from the application to being accepted and concluding your trials, what do you really hope that people who come out to your concerts, who you engage with in the schools, what do you hope they walk away with from you?
Just, I feel like empowerment. Everything that I always write about is always with empowerment in mind. God, you know, I'm not particularly a gospel artist, but I believe in God, and that's a really important part of my music. I believe that through God all things are possible, and you don't have to be within a certain structure to be able to connect with God. That's how I feel. So yeah, I want people to leave feeling inspired, feeling uplifted, feeling like hope is possible, that that your connection with God is important. And just to feel like whatever you want is possible. You have the power to control your destiny. You know, I want people to feel that way when they leave.
Awesome. All right, so the show happens in Belize City tonight at the Bliss. It starts at
7 p.m.
7
Please come out a little bit earlier.
Yes,
So we know you're coming.
Seating, and it's a free event.
First come, first
So
served.
it makes sense to get there early if you want to get the better seats. And then on Saturday night, it's in Dangriga, and on Sunday in beautiful Hopkins. And of course, the schools are already scheduled as well. So we definitely encourage everybody to find a venue that works for them. If you're in Belize City tonight, if you're in Dangriga over the weekend, you don't want to miss it. I know you're going to close off with a special performance as well.
Thank you.
So we want to encourage you to go ahead and do that now. But thank you for stopping in
you.
as the first introduction to Belize since your arrival yesterday. And we appreciate it. Right?
Thank you.
All right.
So we will be closing off with?
Yeah, we'll be closing off with a song, Already Royal. All right.
Beautiful song.
I never seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth teeth on wedding rings in the movies. I'm not proud of my dress. In the torn up town, no postcode anything. Everybody's like, come on, let's celebrate. Finally we're getting cake. Every day we hustling, trying to fill that dinner plate. We don't care. The underdog don't have no care. We sing about gold teeth, baby, diamonds in our timepiece. She raise a glass, keep us free from this poverty so unfair. Give us free from the love affair. We're already royal. See, it runs in our blood. We just been having tough luck. We need a different kind of buzz. I'll be your ruler. Call me Nefertiti. Baby, I'll rule. Come see my reality. Oh, 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 oh. Hey. Oh, 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 oh. Say, oh, yeah. My friends and I, we cracked the code. We count our dollars on a train to the party, and everyone who knows us knows we are, because we say we are. Everybody's like, come on, let's celebrate. Finally we're getting cake. Every day we hustling, trying to fill that dinner plate. We don't care. The underdog don't have no fear. If we sing about gold teeth, baby, diamonds in our timepiece. Let's give us free from this poverty so unfair. Give us free from their love affair. We're already royal. See, it runs in our blood. We just been having tough luck. We need a different kind of buzz. I'll be your ruler. Call me Nefertiti. Baby, I'll rule. Come, hey. The ones you see stunting are the ones who never had nothing. So first piece of that pie, we try and grab something. Snatching and running, picking and gunning, landing the honey. Flashing in front and scared of everything but calling nothing. We don't know that old true blue blood slave money. Slave money, war heroes took it to their grave money. Cotton money, cane money, diamond blood stained money. They tell us to save money. We know get it paid money. Only talking small money. Like 2 for $5, pack of Pampers, black and mild money. Mattress, power, high money. We know sneaker fly money. We know racks and racks and racks and racks and racks money. What about that tax money, oil money? Africa's rich soil money. So thick you can't fold money. British East Indian Company, old money, gold money, limestone and coal money. It's like the whole world is upside down, and the real royalty has been reduced to clowns, lost in the sauce. We don't know which way to go. They blew the nose off the Sphinx, so we never know. We never know, but we already know that we royal. See, it runs in your blood. We've just been having tough luck. We need a different kind of buzz. I'll be your ruler. Call me Nefertiti. Baby, I'll rule. Come see my reality. Oh, oh.
Belize. That's the best preview you'll get as to why you need to head out to the Bliss tonight to experience Maimouna and friends at the Bliss. It's a free concert. Get your tickets to the U.S. Embassy Facebook page, and you can catch them in Dangriga on Saturday and in Hopkins on Sunday. Don't miss it.
That's right. You don't want to miss it. But we had a wonderful day today. We want to thank you for being with us. And if you've got any questions, any concerns about any of our segments, you can always drop us a line at oye@channel5belize.com.
And you can drop me a line at marlene_oye@channel5belize.com. We do have to say, John, thank you to everybody who stopped in today. It was an extended show, and don't forget, tomorrow is celebration time. Tomorrow we celebrate our 9th anniversary on air. We have a fantastic show lined up for you. You don't want to miss it. We'll be talking about behind the scenes, some of the things that make us wake up every morning, and of course just celebrating the fact that we have been able to be on air for so long. So definitely don't miss it. We start at 6:30 tomorrow. When you open your eyes,
To start your morning right, and as per usual, keep your eyes, your minds,
and your hearts open. We'll see you soon. Enjoy your day.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together